Let's analyze together the latest news of Rigetti Computing. Incredible crash! What's happening, Enrique?
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. What is going on? Welcome to TradingHT, honest traders. Let's go TradingHT. So, what is happening? Did you expect this crash in Rigetti Computing? In the last video, we asked you if you thought this was a correction or a crash. What do you think right now that we have more data? Minus 23% while we're recording this video. Let's take a look. Yeah, I was going to draw just that right there from $21 more or less to the current price, a drop of more than 65%. What is going on right now? How do you see the situation for this company? And of course, for the quantum computing sector, because quantum computing stock, quantum computing Inc., ticker QUBT, is also dropping today, minus 23% around that number. What is going on, guys? Let us know in the comments below. And subscribe.
And subscribe to NST to watch more content like this. I gotta tell you, it's kind of a coincidence because in the last video we analyzed this stock. We told you guys like, okay, remember to assess the risk. It's a company that is not in positive net income, so this rally is completely insane, and there is a risk behind it. And the risk is like, it could drop. The price could drop dramatically, and if it goes back to the level seen back in October, that would be like a minus 95%. That's a huge risk. Currently, guys, it's minus 67% from the last highs, so it's already insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of risk right there, as you mentioned, and you can see the crash more than, well, the crash or the correction, it depends on your perspective, more than 67%. And the thing is, like, this happened in a week or so, like this is the daily time frame. We're not talking about the monthly time frame or something like that. And in the daily perspective, also very interesting because we have this first red candle right there that started after the, could say, the top reached at that $21 level, with the gap following that, and then one, two, other three consecutive red candles taking into account the day of today. Do you think it will close in red or not? That would be like 4 consecutive red days with that gap to the downside. So very dramatic situation for those who bought at higher prices in this chart from the actual price action. And in the forecast from Wall Street analysts, it's very interesting because we have 5 analysts offering that 1 year price forecast. We don't know if this is updated after, remember, the uptrend that started in November of the past year. The stock was trading around $1, $2, and it completely skyrocketed to $21. So it's comprehensible to see this kind of movement to the lower side. The average is $5.20, so minus 23% from current price. Wow, so even more drop from there. The maximum, very very interesting, also $12. But remember, it has been already breached, and then lowered again. And then we have the minimum in $2. So a 70% crash from current prices. Wow. A forecast we have right here from these 5 analysts of Wall Street. How do you see that, guys? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, this is completely insane. Look at the EPS and revenue. This is very interesting information because at the beginning we mentioned that the company is in losses, is making new highs, doesn't make much sense from the fundamental perspective. And then we go here to the EPS forecast and we see like very similar levels in the next quarters. That means, according to the fundamentals, the price shouldn't move too much. If we expect like a revenue, an EPS similar to the previous quarters. In that sense, we have an EPS of minus 0.07 in the next quarter, again in the following quarter another minus 0.07, and again minus 0.06. So very similar EPS forecast. And then we have the revenue that, yeah, in the annual and is different because maybe by 2027 or maybe even 2026 it's a different story, but for 2025 it's good but not good enough, to see the price skyrocketing like this.
Yeah, it's very interesting also to talk about the drop in the quantum stocks market. You can see as quantum computing also because we talked about it in this channel. We have also IonQ is another company dropping today also. We have QBTS, D-Wave Quantum. We also talked about it in this channel, Trading HTSO, and this case in particular. So all of them dropping right now. So how do you see this situation? Do you think this is an opportunity to enter into this market that was skyrocketing, like another opportunity to enter at lower prices? Or do you think like the hype is over? It was just like a rapid higher price action right there and it stopped and this is like a correction, sorry, a crash? Or how do you see this perspective right now? Because I think with this updated data of today that we have starting this week in a very negative territory, I think it's a good moment to start thinking about how is this going in this market for a short-term perspective but also for a long-term perspective.
Also, guys, don't remember that this stock has a market cap of 1.61 billion. This is not Apple. It's kind of volatile when it gets like this. When we saw like a minus 68%, it happened because the market cap is so low. That they can push the price lower rapidly. It's not the same as Apple, that maybe they need a lot of like a super frenzy selling pressure in order to see something like this. And in any case, you wouldn't see Apple minus 78% in just a couple of days. That would be completely nuts, from a trillion market cap.
Yeah, remember also that in previous video we mentioned like the CEO of Nvidia talking about this sector, like something like the technology was great, but we had to wait some years to see something factual or something like that. If you have information, leave in the comments below if you know about it. And also we had some from Mark Zuckerberg in the podcast of Joe Rogan talked also about it, like saying something very similar. Like he's not an expert in this technology, but in this case, he also thinks like to be truly practical, it has to wait a little bit. So I don't know if this has also something to do when you see some CEOs of other companies talking about it, about the sector in particular. A lot of investors maybe take that into account and start to act in this way. Or how do you see all this situation? Do you think they have a different idea and they say these things in order to drop the market, or similar situations? Remember, in trading everything is possible, so be prepared for everything. And in this case, how do you see this market is my key question for you. Do you think this is an opportunity, or do you think this is another trap that could be in other sectors and we have to wait more years for this in order to go up? What do you think? Very interesting. In the comments below, let us know. Train HD Honest Traders.
Market manipulation or truth coming in? Leave your comments below and see you in the next video.
Let's go. Remember to apply everything that you can in life to improve every day. Let's go. Thank you very much. We love you.
Bye bye.